Hey guys, what's up? It's Scott Robeson from Drive to Work. Thank you as always for subscribing and leaving this video a thumbs up. Why? Because I'm going to need all the love and support I can get to drive through freaking traffic in Chicago to get to work. Guess who comes in tomorrow? Mi madre! Because we're going to do my new place. So excited about this. People cannot drive. Okay, so here's my story for the day. I will preface this story by pre-apologizing to anybody who works at a hair cuttery or like a cookie cutter salon. There are few and far between, I feel like, really good hairstylists at, you know, those salons. You know, because most of the salons are ones, and correct me if I'm wrong, that hire people that are straight out of, you know, beauty school or whatever. And there are some phenomenally talented. I mean, Kimmer's sister, she's a manager of a salon that's a chain salon, and she's phenomenal at hair. Yesterday's experience, not so pleasant. My mom's gonna be here. I know we're gonna be filming, doing my my new place. I don't want to look like Mufasa, so I need to get my hair done. But I don't know any salons around here. I didn't have time to do it. I was supposed to be going to dinner, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to one of these cookie cutter salons, the hair cuttery. So I walk in and, do you have, you know, like one of our membership things? I'm like, no, I don't really have a membership to you guys. No, I do not have a membership here. Don't tell anybody that. I said, okay, I don't do like flat tops or like, you know, just regular boys cuts. I was like, I will tell you right now, I'm very high maintenance with my hair. I have no muscles. My staple is my hair. So if we mess this up, somebody's gonna be hurting, okay? And she's like, oh, well the next girl up is, you know, so-and-so. It's like, oh, you're totally gonna be in good hands with this girl. She's really good at those kind of cuts. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, oh, she looks kind of hip. You know, some of the other ladies in there, a little more homely looking. Hi, how are you? And I'm like, good, how are you? She's like, so, have you been here before? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, started to like give her a Reader's Digest. I'm like, yeah, I moved here for work a year and a half ago from San Diego, moved to the suburbs, and then my partner and I lived in, out in the country, and I just actually moved to the city. And she's like, uh-huh, oh, nice, uh-huh, oh, nice. I'm like, oh my god, she's a Furby. There's like, these are automated responses. I'm like, oh my god, I'm screwed, my hair is gonna be awful. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, now I gotta buckle down, I gotta tell her how to do my hair so she doesn't end up with, you know, her eyes scratched out. And she goes, so what are we gonna do? And I am very, very, very specific about my hair. So I said, we're gonna do a number 2. I said we're gonna do a number 1 faded right on the border lines, faded right into a 2, that fades kind of right up and around the crown line. And as soon as you get up to here, take this line all the way back and follow it into a V, shave it up, scissor cut on top, you know, texturize it on top, and then use texturing shears over comb to fade this into that. I don't want a steeple, I don't want a house in my head, I don't want the fade to be too far up, too far down, I don't want to look like a mushroom. She's like, yeah, okay, perfect, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, my stomach isn't hurting so bad anymore. There's a difference between grinding the trimmers into your head, where you like end up with welts on your head, and there's a difference between kind of going. So I'm sitting here looking at my hair, and my heart was sinking. I'm sitting there like, oh, she's like, kind of like this, right? And I'm like, oh my god, my head looks like fucking cellulite. Like, I have patches all over my hair. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I'm gonna have to end up shaving my head. I was like, no honey, no. I'm like, you see how it goes up like this, and there's like a patch over here, and then it goes into this like dip, like it's got like a dip right here, and then like right here the house is like falling over. It looks like a house in the projects that was like being renovated or is, you know, on a short sale. I was like, no, this is not it. Hit me, honey, I can make it look like your fault. I guarantee I'll win this one. She wasn't like lifting the comb as she cut, so it gradually faded. Shaved, botched it, and then she gets up top and I'm like, I want you to take off like this much. And it was like this way, and then that way, and then this way. I'm like, oh my god! Oh my god. I don't think I'm ever gonna live through this. I'm seriously gonna die. No, this is, no. And she's like, well, let's look at the back for a minute. And I'm like, yeah, let's try something different. Let's skip to another part of my head, because right now I'm getting depressed and I feel like I have cottage cheese on my fucking head right now. And I told her to take it from the crown line straight down into a V. She follows the crown line to within an inch of itself and shaves a fucking stripe down the back of my head. I was like, oh my god! Looks like I'm wearing like a do-rag and there's like a little ribbon sticking down the bottom. And I'm like there's no room to fade from here to there. I mean, like if you fade, it's gonna leave like literally a centimeter of hair that's like sticking straight out like 2 inches. I'm like, no. I was like, this is horrible, I'm sorry. Like, she's like, I feel bad, let me get this other girl. She's really good at hair. And at this point in time, I've already lost all hope in the hair cuttery. She gets this one lady. I'm gonna call her Big Mama because she was fabulous. She comes over and she goes, which is absolutely my favorite. I love black girls. I was like, girl, I need 2 snaps in a circle, a pineapple 2-step, with a nice little water feature here that's battery operated. In order to fix the back, we're really gonna have to shave this high. And I'm like, you know what, just cut it off. She's totally going at it. And the girl that's originally cutting my hair is sitting there like, okay, okay, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, it's a fucking training session. Like, this haircut better be $5 like it is at the local beauty supply or the local beauty school. She's like, I am so sorry. And I felt horrible because I'm like, again, I'm mean with my hair. Like, my old hairstylist, the one that does my mom's hair now, he ended up telling me, he's like, I'm not fucking cutting your hair anymore. You make the hair cutting process miserable. And I'm like, I like my hair a specific way. Like, I don't want to go to a place where I just tell them, do whatever you want to do. I like my hair to look a specific way. That's how I pay for it. And every time you ask me, hey, what do you want to do with your hair? The same haircut I've done for the last 2.5 years. Makes me feel very unsure that you remember exactly how we did it last time. It took an hour and a half for a cut. No color, no highlights, no nothing. A cut. Hour and a half. Thank God the haircut was only 15 bucks. So I felt bad. I tipped her 10 bucks on a $15 haircut. I gave the other girl 5 bucks for, you know, saving whatever was left on the top of my head. She's like, oh my god, I love you. I'll see you next time. And I'm like, honey, keep your distance. You're lucky I haven't scratched your eyes out yet. Let's just say we could be acquaintances. If I see you, I'll wave. If you see me, don't say hi.